Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. So I have a little project to share with you today, and it was a swap that took place on Gareth Frewer's Facebook page, and my swap partner was with excuse me, Angie and Andrew Burkholder, and I'm really excited about this. I received her swap several days ago, and I wanted to wait until I was through with mine. Now, I was through with my swap for last week, but I kept looking at it, and I had all this stuff to mail off, and I kept looking at it, and I'm like, I'm not really happy with this. So I just tore them up and started over. And so, yeah, she kind of fussed at me for that, but you know, I really wanted it to look nice, and so that's what I did. Let me show you what I used to make it. Like I said, everything I'm doing, I'm shopping my stash for, because I really haven't been able to order anything. And so, let me just move this out of the way for a moment. So this is what I used. It's called Cozy Christmas. It's by My Mind's Eye. Let's turn it around so you can see it. It won't be upside down. And this little kit came, if I'm not mistaken, it came from Peachy Cheap last year, or either Scrapbook with Me. I can't remember where I got it, but I'm pretty sure I got it from Peachy Cheap. But it came as a kit. You got several different patterns of the 12 by 12s. You got decorative brads. You got cards and tags and flair and washi tape and stickers. And then you got this heavy chipboard here, which I really wound up not using anything out of except for, well, a piece of it punched out. But I used one bow out of this. But stay tuned, because I actually have something I wanted to do with the rest of this kit. Because like I said, I'm using up everything that I have. So I used that. And then I used this stamp set that I got from Gareth Frewer from G's Embellishment Emporium. It's called Festive Fun, and it is just cute little stamp set. I used the Merry Christmas from that. And then another stamp set I used was, I have to put my hands on it right now, this one right here. I used this one here that also came from G's Embellishment Emporium, and it's called Festive Flourishes. And these are beautiful background stamps. And I use this one right here, and it says Merry Christmas all over it, and it's got little snowflakes all over it. So I used those. And then I used, I used some silver metallic ink. This is also from G's, and it is the Doe Craft Artist Metallic Ink Pad, and it's silver, and this is beautiful. So I used that. And I think, other than using some just little blingy stuff, oh yeah, here's another one of the washi tapes from the kit. I put everything in a basket for her, and I mean for when I was creating, so I could keep up with everything. And well, I had some red bling, not sure where it went, but I used some little red blingies too. Okay, so now let me show you the cards. So like I said, this is the box that I created. And I used this box here. This was my good friend Donna Clark and James, who is Little Spaceman Paper Crafts here on YouTube, did a design for Maymay.com with cards, and she did 4x4 cards, and so I remembered that because I couldn't remember how the dimensions for the cards and the envelopes. So I went back over to her video and got the measurements for the box. But basically, I used really thick cardstock for the box. I think this is, I want to say, 90-pound weight cardstock. I couldn't find quite enough heavy cardstock for the top, but this is 85-pound cardstock. So you want something that's going to stand up, obviously. Now, the top is not made with that. The top is just a sheet of paper that I had. This was a single sheet. It's the only sheet that I did not use from the kit. And I think I used the entire sheet because I used my scraps too to make a card. But basically what I did was, when the box was folded up, it was 5 inches all the way around. And so I cut a sheet from the scrap that I had that was 4 7/8. And the sides are 1 inch all the way around. And I just cut 1 inch strips to make the decorative box. And then when I get ready to mail it off, which, like I said, it's in the mail if you're seeing this, but I will get some ribbon and then tie it, and I may put this bow on it, I don't know yet. But I just tie the box up, so hopefully it'll stay safe during transit. So, anyway, if you want the dimensions on this box here, I can't remember them exactly. Go to Little Spaceman's Paper Crafts video that she did from MamieMadeIt.com, and I will link it below in the description box if I can think about it. But if not, just go, look her up, and she has the video that she did from Mamie Made It. It's got butterflies on it. But she does a wonderful job, a tutorial on this box. So without further ado, let's look at the cards. So, I wound up making all the envelopes too, and I used the pattern paper. And like I said, this is beautiful pattern paper. And I love this one with the little print on the outside, and it has the, the 12 Days of Christmas and the night before Christmas on the paper written on here. So it's really cute. And I just used a little tag on the front. They could address it if she wants to mail it off somewhere. And so that is the first envelope, and this is the first card. I tried my best to color coordinate the envelopes to the cards. But it was double-sided paper, so it was kind of easy to do. So this is the first card, and I used this pattern paper here. And I was trying to see if I had a scrap of it to show you. Look in my scrap basket. Yes. This was the paper right here, and this is the back side of the paper. So it's quite easy to create different cards using, different patterns. Anyway, so I just cut the paper here on the front, and then just notched out a tag to make it a banner. And then I have the little chipboard bow here underneath. Now, I did leave the things blank. I'm thinking I'm going to go back in and add some mats to it before I mail them off. So this is the first one that I did. And then this is the second one. This is the little envelope I created here. I used a lot of the washi tape and some of the snowflakes stickers, and it says happiest season of all, and on the back it has a little snowflake. Now I'm going to go back and add score tape, so if they want to, when they want to mail it or give it to somebody, they can just take the score tape off and seal the envelope. And then here's the card to go with it. This is the card that I used, the background stamp from G's and the Merry Christmas stamp from the other one. Basically what I did was the card base is white, and then I cut a piece of red cardstock that was 3 7/8 all the way around, and then I cut another piece of cardstock in white that was 3.5 inches and by 3.5 inches, and then I stamped it with the Merry Christmas background stamp in the silver metallic ink. And then I stamped the Merry Christmas on the red. I cut a strip of the red. Listen, I tell you this, I used a piece of scrap. And what I did was I took my little hole puncher and punched out the corners to make a ticket. And I put Merry Christmas on there, and then used some snowflake stickers in the middle of it. So it's, they're not that complicated cards, but I loved how they turned out. So the next one was this envelope here, and I didn't do a whole lot to this envelope. I didn't do anything because it was really pretty, the little snowflake pattern. This is the card here. Now, what I did with this card is, I've already matted the inside here because it had words on it, and it didn't look right. So, I put a banner here, and it says Happy Holidays. And then I had some little snowflakes to add in here. This says Happiest Season of All, with some little red stars above the houses, and then you have your houses here. And I have discovered that I'm not in love with rub-ons. I mean, they're okay. I mean, the card turned out really cute, but I've discovered that I'm not really in love with them. But I think it turned out really cute. So the next one I did was this beautiful pattern paper here. I love this pattern paper, and it has the little green polka dots in the middle. This is really too busy to do anything with, and this is the card that I created. So what I did was I cut a square that was 3 7/8 by 3 7/8, and I turned it around on after I cut the square, I turned it around on my trimmer and put each corner on the line on the trimmer, and then I split it in half. And I love how this turned out. I turned the paper over on one side and then the other side in the other corner, and just left a tiny little strip between them. And then I cut another square paper that was 2.5 by 2.5, and then I used just a little Merry Christmas sticker with some hollies and stuff on that. And I think that came out really pretty. And it looks really nice with the envelope. So that was another one. And then this is the same thing. This is the little pattern paper. It had the home and the Christmas trees and the red line paper in of it. Some things that are busy, you just don't want to do a whole lot to. So here is the card right here. Basically what I used the back side of the floral paper. And I cut a square that was just a little bit smaller than the card. I put a rub-on down here that was like little branches, and I thought that was really cute. I added a strip of washi over here on the side, and then this one right here that says enjoy every moment this season. And then I took one of the little pieces of paper that you could cut this out, and then I used 2 of the little red brads from the brad package that they sent with it, and I punched them here, and then just gave that a little dimension, and it says joy. And I think that came out really cute too. Okay, and so then this is one of my next cards, and I really like this one. I did put something on the front of this one because it matched it so well, and it was one of the tags that came with it, and so that was the inside of the paper. And I love this one too. This is one of the little cards that came with it, the little journaling cards. And so what I did was I went ahead, it was kind of rounded, and I went ahead and squared it off a little bit to match the card. And I put some red bling on the bottom of the Christmas tree and a little bling in the star. And then I put this rub-on here that says, we wish you a Merry Christmas here. And then because this was too short, I needed to do something. And so I put the washi here, the car washi, and then a strip of the other washi right there. And I just think it came out really cute. It's one of my favorite ones. And then, of course, I had to use the car paper to match for the envelope. So that's another one. Oops. And then, of course, because I made the box out of this paper, I had to make an extra card out of this paper. And this is the card that I made. And what I did, this is like showing you can use your scraps to make cards. I had a little piece of cardstock left over. It was about 2.5 inches wide, and then I trimmed it down to 3 7/8 by 2.5 inches so that it would fit on the card this way right here. And of course, you know, I left a piece. So I took this piece right here, which was, I trimmed it down to 3 7/8, and I think it is 2 3/4 inches long, and this way. And so it left us a lot of room at the top. So what I did, I had some stickers that I had from last year with the little branches on it that kind of matches the branches on the tree, and I just put them on each end. And then I took a piece of the washi tape and cut out a frame that says, may your days be merry and bright. And so, because the inside is light, I did not mat that one. And then this is the little, like I said, the little card. The envelope, I just put the washi tape on it. So, those are my cards, Angie. I hope you like them. I have another little goodie for you, but I don't want to show it on here, so you'll be surprised. And, yeah, that's my card. So, I hope you all liked it. And if you did, please give this video a thumbs up. And please let me know what you thought about the card sets. I loved making these. I enjoyed it. My problem was getting the time to do it, you know. And so, but I love participating in Gareth Swaps. There's so many really nice and talented people over there who make cards and do different things. And so, if you're not joining Gareth's Facebook group, please go over there and do that. He's got swaps all the time. We just got another swap, which is not due until, you have to have it there by the 1st of October, thank goodness. But it's a fall tag swap. And so, yeah, go on over and check out that. But this is my swap for Angie. Like I said, I hope you like it. Like, there will be something else coming with it. And I hope you'll like that too. Alright guys, thank you so much for joining in. If you've not subscribed to my channel, please do so by clicking the little red button down there that says subscribe. And don't forget to click the bell, and that way you'll be notified each and every time that I upload a new video. Alright, thank you so much for watching. God bless, and have a good day.